Hello and welcome to the Stuff of Legends. Welcome to the December Marvel Hasbro Pulse fan stream. We've got Ryan from marketing here, joined by Dan, also in marketing.
Yo, what's up?
And the man in the middle, the legend himself, Mr. Dwight in design.
Forgot his, sweater.
You guys, we have the draft today, so I went a little bit more formal than
He's
you.
Prepared. He's prepared.
Well, two out of the three of us are in the holiday spirits here.
Happy holidays.
Dwight is as well, you just can't see it.
Bah humbug.
Thank you for joining us. We have a packed agenda today. We've got reveals, we've got a little bit of pre-orders. Of course, we've got our year-end recap draft, which is the segment we look forward to all year long. It's our number one segment, and a couple of surprises along the way. So guys, thanks for tuning in, and let's revisit one of the teases from back in PulseCon, going back a couple of months. There we did a fan reveal poll where you guys got to choose which figure will be revealed. We revealed as a digital render a first-time Marvel Legends action figure, and that was the Red Widow. So we're going to take a look at the sample for that. So Dwight, take us through Red Widow here.
Here we go. We got Red Widow. She looks really cool. She's fully articulated under her big cloak. One more member of the October Guard for you guys. So you guys have so far received Ursa Major and Red Guardian, both in comic accurate form. And here's one more of them to go. Actually, in Crimson Dynamo as well, in a version. So, one more character to round out your October Guard.
All right, so that is the PulseCon Red Widow reveal. Now we're going to take through something that is brand new, and we basically wanted to talk about it before it maybe started appearing internationally and leading to a lot of questions. So what we are doing new for 2024 is we wanted to create a Marvel Studios Marvel Legends offering that would be more of a casual fan appeal for any new collectors out there or fans who are just trying to get into Legends. And so we'll take the first look at here. There's two items for 2024. The first one is our Mark 85 Iron Man. So we've got some images on screen here. So Dwight, this is the Endgame version of Iron Man, correct?
Yes. Yeah, this is the Endgame final armor from the film. It's the same figure you might already have in your collection. We did him a couple years back in a Build-A-Figure assortment. I think he might have been in the movie Hulk Wave.
I think it was in the Dude Thor,
Bro Thor Wave. Yeah.
3,
okay.
Yep.
So yes. So he is the same figure from then. So if you already have that figure, you're all set. Like Ryan said, this is about getting people who may not have been collecting back then or getting exposure to Legends now. So what's new here is just a fancy little new box.
Yeah, you can see from the line look here, we are back in a window box, of course, but Ben and the team did a really great job. Prominent Marvel Studios branding. So this is new for those casual fans. Still comes with 4 repulsor blasts and a set of alternate hands. That is our Mark 85 Iron Man, and he will be joined by a second item. This is the Iron Spider-Man costume, as we saw in Infinity War and later in Endgame. So we have some pictures of that. This one also comes with some accessories, right, Dwight, here?
Yep, absolutely. So it comes with a couple of web effects and alternate hands. And it's the Iron Spider, like Ryan said. So once again, nothing new as far as deco goes here, but he's just kind of a great way to get another iconic character back out there in this new line look.
And the intention again is we fully acknowledge and know that a lot of you guys who are hardcore collectors of Marvel Legends, that you guys already have these figures, but the real intention is for people who are just shopping in the toy aisle and might not be a Marvel Legend hardcore collector, for them to just see it right on the pegs and say, hey, that looks like an awesome Iron Man, that looks like an awesome Spider-Man. So you'll be seeing them more frequently here in the US at Walmart and Target and retailers such as that.
Yeah, they'll be available everywhere, and again, they're great gifts for some of our younger fans or our newer collectors, but we just wanted to clarify that. These are the only 2 items that you'll be seeing for 2024 in this line look, but we might continue more in the future after that. So hopefully we addressed some questions and maybe got ahead of any concerns about that, but this is our new Marvel Studios series. Okay, on to the next bit of news. We're going back to some comic book inspired figures, and so what we're doing is here we are sneak peeking 2 retailer exclusives. No pre-order information yet, but wanted to give you guys a quick look at some of these items. So first up, we have an updated version from a figure that came out several years ago, but this is our comic inspired Sam Wilson Captain America figure with A notable upgrade this time around, as you can see. Dwight, what do we got here?
Yeah, we gave Sam his wings. So he's got his awesome wing pack, and this thing is fully articulated. It folds all the way forward and drops down pretty low as well as has a pivot point for each wing. Along with the new winged pack, we also gave him an updated shield to match his unique shield from the comics. I think the last time he had just the standard cap shield, but in the books he ended up getting a unique logo on his crest, and that's what we've added here. So slightly tweak deco, awesome new wings that really articulate and pose well as an updated shield.
I'm really happy with this because I personally, selfishly in my collection, have never had the this version of Captain America. So now to have the wings, and I really like the articulation scheme there. So yeah, I think it's cool.
Awesome.
So this is going to be a spring 2024 Target exclusive. More details to come on that in the future, so stay tuned. And sticking with the Captain America theme, we've got another comic-inspired Captain America, an evil version perhaps, but this is a figure that we did in 3 3/4 scale many years ago, and now here he is in 6-inch. So what are the new pieces on this one, Dwight?
A decent amount of new here. This is our new, this is Hail Hydra, Captain America, from the run where the Cosmic Cube ran amok and kind of created this alternate universe, which is where the Hydra cap came from. So he has new arms, torso, new shield, and he's otherwise built upon pieces from our Ultimates Captain America that we made a couple years ago. So that'll help give you an idea for the scale and size of this figure. But he has a lot of new parts, tons of new deco, awesome new pointed shield, which was from that run specifically. And he looks really, really cool. And if you need a evil version of Cap to fight your heroic versions, now you got one.
Yeah, he's got that scalloped detailing in the upper torso there, kind of like the Ultimates Captain America we did. So this is a really fun figure. This will be a spring 24 Walmart exclusive here in the US, and same deal, more to come on that. No pre-orders quite yet, but just giving you guys a sneak peek before the year ends. So those are our two Captain America comic-inspired retailer exclusives. Next up, Dan and Dwight will take us through some X-Men exciting news.
As you guys figured out already, I am a big fan of the cartoons, right? And one of the biggest things that I'm looking forward to in the MCU really is X-Men 97, which I believe is going to be premiering early in 2024 as of today. We have this beautiful wave, Wave 1, that came out fall of this year. What's your favorite figure from this wave, Dwight?
I love the Wolverine and Bishop. I think they both are awesome updates, and it's cool to see a pinless version of Wolverine, and that mask from the animation was so iconic. I loved getting a chance to do that one, and he quickly rose as one of my favorite Wolverines we've ever done.
That might be one of my picks for the draft. I'm just saying.
Teasing it.
I'm just teasing that out. But we wanted to really thank our friends and our brothers and sisters at Marvel.com, which this week premiered the Wave 2 of the X-Men 97 wave. So without further ado, let's talk about the best X-Men character.
Let's go in detail. Wave 2.
Wave 2. This is my favorite X-Men ever, Nightcrawler. So Dwight, take us through Nightcrawler a little bit.
Yeah, Nightcrawler's been updated with new deco to match the show, as well as some new pinless parts. The last time you saw a Nightcrawler was based in, was it the Apocalypse wave? It was a while ago.
I think it was 2019.
So it's been a while. And this version has new pinless arms and legs with sculpted details for his gloves and boots. He's got his tail, which can rotate around on his back. He's fully articulated, double pinless, everything. Torso butterflies. And then we gave him some unique shadowing on his face, as was seen in the animation. So he's got the heavy black deco across his brow and going down into his cheeks, which really makes his yellow eyes pop.
I love it. Again, selfishly, Nightcrawler, the best X-Men character for me. So knowing that he's in the lineup is awesome. A character next that I honestly am not familiar with too much, and I can't wait to see how he's going to be utilized in the show, is Executioner. Dwight, take us through the cool pieces that Executioner comes with.
Yeah, Executioner has all sorts of weapons. He's got like a baton, a spear that both can plug onto his back. He's got a cool, awesome rifle with a translucent barrel cover, which probably fell off into the trunks down below.
It fell off. I did not realize that piece was integral to the design of it. I thought it was for protection on it, but check out the photos for some more reference.
And he's got an alternate Sentinel cannon that can plug onto his arm. It's really simple. It just slides right off. It's just got some slight ribs inside of it, and it can just slide right over his hand to give him another extra weapon.
Yeah. Why don't you show that one more time there?
So the blaster just has just a cord out on the back, and it just slides right over a forearm either side, and just to arm him up. So he looks really cool, a very unique costume to the character, and he's 100% new, so a fun new take on a character that has never been a Marvel Legend, so first time in the line.
A lot of accessories on this
Lots
guy.
of accessories.
I can't wait to see, again, the show. When we were at San Diego Comic-Con, our team was able to get a little tease of the upcoming X-Men 97 show, and this next character was prominently featured in that little clip that we saw, which is the one and only Magneto. So Dwight, loving the purple and black. Look at that.
Yeah, Magneto with the big M on his chest. This has got some of my favorite head sculpts and photoreal deco that we've done this year. He is a spectacularly awesome version of Magneto. I love everything about this figure, even his very weird dinner gloves. I don't know what they are. Right? What do you know?
They're Magneto, you know.
Magneto formal, but he's got an awesome new look, fantastic heads. Like I said, my favorite, probably some of my favorite of the year, and a great new version of Magneto for your shelves.
All right, let's go to the next character. So this character, I'm happy to say, is getting an update, which is Jean Grey. So Dwight, talk to us about Jean Grey here.
Yeah, Jean in this very iconic suit is another 100% new figure for the year. She has everything you'd want, a double pinless arms and legs. She has both looks, both hair down and hair back in the ponytail to match how she looks through different points of the animation. We wanted to give you both of those in action figure form. She has alternate hands, so she's got her telekinesis hands as well as some fists, and I guess we said both faces with these beautiful, beautiful photoreels. So an awesome new version of Jean.
And an articulated ponytail there too that can swing from side to side.
Yep, the ponytail
straight
can
down.
blow all around in the air, which is nice. So really easy to display and pose however you might want for shelf or photo opportunities.
You can't have Jean, though, without the one and only team leader Cyclops.
Scott.
So this might honestly be my favorite version of Scott that we've ever done. I just love the amount of accessories he has, and in my mind's eye, this is the look that I think of Scott. So tell us about Scott a little bit.
Yeah, Scott's got a little bit deeper coloring than the last time you saw him. He has all of the straps keyed into his legs and into his torso. Some of the earlier versions of this character that we tried to do had the floating straps, which looked fine, but did not play very well. These are all keyed into place, so everything's staying exactly where you want it on his legs. They're not going to be falling down around his ankles. All the boot straps are perfect. He's double pinless arms, legs, butterflies. He has alternate heads, both kind of a smirk with his standard visor, as well as an angry kind of gritted teeth look with his optic blast. So a really fun upgrade for Scott, and he looks awesome on the 97 card.
You nailed that one-legged pose.
I
That was
tried.
pretty ambitious.
It was great. All of the poses were done by marketers right now, so we apologize. Dwight, don't shame Dwight on any of the poses.
Dwight had a dead battery this morning. didn't quite make it in on time.
All right.
I think that's my favorite Cyclops in Wave 1 for X97. That's probably my favorite comic Wolverine. So these X97 waves are really bringing the heat here.
All right, last character in Wave 2 of our X-Men 97 wave is
What?
the Goblin Queen herself.
Yes. So we have Madeline here. Now, this is a different version of Madeline than the last time you've seen a Madeline. We had one that was part of the HasLab campaign a couple years ago. That was very specific costuming for that offering. But when we found out that she was going to be making an appearance in X97, we knew we wanted to get her back out, and this is her look from that show. So this was a version we were able to do here, and we're really happy with it. She's got magic effects. She's got a really awesome cape. She's got alternate hands, and she comes with a little baby. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about who the baby is.
I don't know what's going on.
Baby.
We'll have to wait and see the show to see.
We'll find out together.
We'll find out together.
Madeline and baby with hands.
So again, let's bring out the entire wave again. For wave 2, we got.
Yeah, we have them carded here.
Yeah, we got them on card here. We got Nightcrawler. We got the Goblin Queen. We got Cyclops. We got Executioner.
Clear these out to get a good view of them. So no pre-order for these quite yet. We just wanted to reveal them for you all. And thank you again to our friends at Marvel.com for the assist as always.
I just love the blister cards on these two. So as usual, I will say, you guys got to get one in, one out. So Ryan, are you gonna? How many are you gonna buy? How many sets are you gonna buy?
I got at least 2 sets because as we're knocking stuff over, we have these apple crates that with holes in the top, and so all the fists and hands are just falling right through, and I'll have to pick them up later. But sorry, your question. I'm excited for Cyclops and Goblin Queen and Jean. I think are my faves for this wave.
What about you?
I love me Jean and any clone of Jean, so I'll take Jean and Madeline.
All right, and for me, Nightcrawler, Cyclops, man, I don't know.
That Magneto's awesome too.
That Magneto is awesome too. Can't wait to see the show that's coming out again as of today, spring 2024. Let's check out X-Men 97 on Disney Plus. It's going to be amazing. Let's wait and see, and maybe there might be a wave 3 of X-Men 97. You know what I mean?
I started watching the original.
Oh, finally! Look at you!
I know. I'm watching cartoons, man. You know.
I know. I love the cartoons, but I know not everybody, like Dwight, loves the cartoons as much as I do. So
It's not that I don't love the cartoons. I'm just old. So I didn't watch the cartoons when, I don't have these younglings around me to give me crap all the time. So, I'm educating myself now, slowly. I got to pace myself.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. That's going to transition us to the comic X-Men characters we got, right? So Ryan, take us through.
We got more?
We got more X-Men stuff.
We got more. So as you guys could tell from my holiday sweater that I went out and specifically got for today, / I had in my closet from 3 years ago and we never used them on the stream. But if you could tell from my sweater, sort of Dan's are decorations of previous Wolverine items. 2024 is going to be the 50th anniversary of Wolverine. Hard to believe, he barely looks like he's aged a day.
Well done.
That was a healing factor
Well
joke
done.
for all of you guys paying attention at home. But we're celebrating the Wolverine 50th anniversary similarly to how we did X-Men 60th in 2023 with a spring smaller fan channel and in some cases Amazon joint program. And so what we got here are 4 2-packs. I think these have been rumored and discussed and people have been eager to see them, so we're going to show you all of them today. So they are 4 2-packs, each anchored by a Wolverine or a Logan figure, and then one either adversary or ally maybe. So let's just jump right in to the first item. And this was teased back, or actually I should say this has one of the figures that we teased at PulseCon, and then we revealed at the virtual Luca panel. So this is going to be a Lilandra of the Shi'ar and a Brood Wolverine. So we've got some pictures to take a closer look at. First up, we have the Brood Wolverine, which is a pretty, I think, our most interesting version of Wolverine I think we've ever done.
Yeah,
I would say.
Absolutely. We love getting to tap into those deeper Marvel roots from time to time, and Brood Wolverine definitely checks those boxes. At one point, he got infected by the Brood, and it was overtaking him, and this is the version that we have here. So he's got newly sculpted arms with all of the Brood kind of scaling and ribbing. He's got a new head with movable jaw, and he just looks really cool in that classic brown costume which was really inspired by a comic cover. Do you remember the number of the cover?
Yes, I do. It is Uncanny X-Men 234.
234, people. There we go. And with us keeping with Wolverine in a little bit of a spacey theme, we thought Lalandra Nemery was a great ad. So we had a head, well, I guess at the beginning, she was one of the Fan Choice Toy Fair picks a lifetime ago that didn't win back when the Age of Apocalypse Sunfire won. So she had her first opportunity that didn't make it. And then when we did a Mystique for Walgreens, we added an alternate head because Mystique can shape shift. And now we thought it was time to do a proper version of Charles's, one of Charles's big loves of his life. So here she is. She's got an awesome new torso, cape, double pinless arms and legs. She's got her scepter and a really, really cool crown for her head.
And when we revealed this at Luca, there was a lot of fan chatter afterwards, people saying, are they gonna give her an accessory? They gotta give her an accessory. Of course we would. I just didn't show it at Luca, so we would have something new here today. So as we go back to the package, right, these are gonna be in these gorgeous window boxes with the Wolverine branding. Shout out to Sean on our graphics and packaging team. You'll see a lot of cool elements to the packaging design, including a different colored Wolverine logo for each of the 4 2-packs. But then as we take a look at the back of pack on this one, something that was really fun to do and a great treat for us working on Legends is occasionally we get to work with notable comic book artists, names that many people know very well. And what we've done here is 4 different artists have done reinterpretations and taken inspiration from iconic covers from years ago and brought out new art pieces. So this one here, I believe, is by Andy Kubert and Brad Anderson. You've got the Brood Wolverine in that crouching pose, inspired by that Uncanny X-Men 234. And a cool note about this art for the program, guys, is that this new art that we had done, they will be on Marvel comic variant covers. So actually in a physical comic medium at some point in the future. We don't have any other details as to which titles or when they will be coming out, but this art was too good that Marvel Publishing was like, we got to use these on some actual comic books. And so you will see those blown up in real size on comic books. So this item, this Lalandra and Brood Wolverine 2-pack, this is going to be a fan channel item for spring 2024, so you can go pre-order it on the Hasbro Pulse and other fan channel retailers starting tomorrow.
All right.
So that is 1 down, 3 to go.
3 more to go.
All right, the next one is an item we're really excited about too. It's a character a version of the characters they've been asking for a long time. This one is definitely one of Wolverine's most famous adversaries. Let's show this one. This one is a cool casual Cowboy Logan and then a awesome new bigger Sabretooth. So let's go through the Wolverine first. I believe we have those pictures queued up first. Dwight, what's going on with casual cowboy, relaxed Wolverine?
Casual cowboy relaxed, I like that. This version of Logan has 2 alternate heads with 2 different cowboy hats, a brown one and a black one. He's got popped and unpopped claws. He comes with his red kind of a cowboy shirt. He's got the proper amount of chest hair and forearm hair because, he's Wolverine, and that's important. And he comes with a set of cards as well. Some Xavier issued playing cards because, if he's at a bar chilling out with some friends, he might want to play some cards with some friends.
I thought he was Gambit there for a second, but I love the details of the cards too,
Yeah, the cards are decoed on both the front and back, so it's just kind of a nice little extra touch. And if Wolverine's having fun and his day was to be ruined, one of the best people to ruin his day would be Sabretooth. So this is the 90s iconic version of Sabretooth done on what we think is the proper scale and size for this character. He's bigger than many of the other Sabretooths we've done in the past. He's got the elbow spikes. He's got alternate grabbing, slashing, clawing hands. He's got the massive fur collar. He's got these new pinless arms, butterflies, and 2 different likenesses, a really evil snarl as well as kind of that wicked grin.
I love that wicked grin. When I saw that in pack, I was like, oh yes.
This is by far my definitive Sabretooth. This will replace all the Sabretooths that I have in my collection to this point.
Our last Sabretooth was on a slightly smaller build. It was like one of those classic ones.
The origin one,
Yeah.
the first appearance Sabretooth, which was a lot smaller than as he bulked up. He hit gym day, and he didn't skip legs either, which is always important. So this guy looks awesome. I think the only one that's been close to this scale is the Age of Apocalypse Sabretooth, which is also on one of our larger bodies. But as you can see next to Wolverine, it's a perfect scale comparison for these two. And I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun playing and posing with this. I know I have, and I think you guys did this morning.
Our friend Tony likes to say it's an upper body business, and that Sabretooth certainly reflects that. Very beefy. And I did want to point out too, Wolverine has 2 heads, 2 expressions. He's got that stoic expression, but he also has a grinning expression because Dwight and team gave him a full house. So he's got a full house, pretty unbeatable hand. I think it's queens over 7s there, but great deco on it, and it says Xavier on the back of the cards.
Yo, I live for Ryan Ting's jokes. It's like the best jokes ever.
Oh, keep it up. Keep up the feedback. All right, so did we take a look at the back of package for this one? So this one I wanted to mention the art. This art was done by friend of legends Adam Kubert and Brad Anderson again, and shout out to Adam and Disney Jeff. Got to hang out with them a little bit at D23 when I was down there for Giant Man. But this is a reimagining of that Wolverine number 10 issue. The costumes are slightly different a little bit there, but yeah, another great piece of art coming to an actual Marvel comic near you sometime. And that Sabretooth and Logan 2-pack is the other item that is going to be up for pre-order tomorrow, December 15th. This one is going to be a Fan Channel Plus Amazon item, so you can go get that on Pulse, other Fan Channel retailers, Amazon, wherever you so choose. So that is the second one down. So third up is another 2-pack. Let's take a look at the Wolverine first. Dan, go for it. We've got our black ninja kind of costume Wolverine, and he will be joined by...
This is one of my favorite things of all time. When I started reading comics in the early 90s, this was right at the beginning of when I started reading. This was like probably the 3rd or 4th issue of X-Men I ever read, and I instantly fell in love with these characters, and I am super pleased to be showing you guys Lady Psylocke here with 2 different expressions, a totally sinister, wicked smile. If you remember the amazing art in these books, we ripped it right from that, as well as a little bit more of a normal expression. She comes with the 10 rings on both alternate hands, and she has 10 rings power effects, as well as her psychic knife effect. And she's a little bit larger and bulked up in this samurai-esque armor, which looks really, really awesome. Double pinless arms and legs, so she's got lots of articulation to combat this version of Wolverine, because you kind of said, you have adversaries, you have friends, and then you have a little bit of both, who's kind of a friend that turned into an adversary thanks to the Siege Perilous. So an awesome story. If you haven't had a chance to read it, please go back and do. I think you guys will love it. And for those of you who already know all the truth, now you can enjoy it in plastic form.
I love that like evil smirk that she has in that. I love that head sculpt there, but everything about her is truly awesome. I know this was one of your picks in our rap battles, breakdances.
Oh yeah, I've been wanting to tackle this one for a long time. So super happy that we finally got a chance to deliver this to you guys.
And this Wolverine, we did a similar version. We have it up in the back there on the very first retro carded X-Men wave from 2019. I want to say it was a while ago, but this version is got pinless arms and legs. It's on the much more articulated Wolverine body, so a notable update there. And I think he also has, no, that's, yeah, okay. So that is the Wolverine. Let's take a closer look at the back of pack. The art for this awesome 2-pack was contributed by John Guido, and that is inspired by Uncanny X-Men 256, and I think that smaller one on the back is 257, but that was from that storyline where we were first introduced to this version of Betsy Braddock there as Psylocke. So awesome art on this one. This item is going to be available for pre-order at a later date, so stay tuned for more details of that. And I saved the biggest 2-pack for last, so let's go Wolverine first. You can probably guess who's going to be joining him, but we've got Patch Wolverine in his fancy tuxedo, joined by Joe Fix-It to recreate that iconic cover, twin tuxedos. Dwight, walk them through this pack.
Yeah, twinsies, matching tuxedos. You got the you got Logan with alternate expressions. You got Joe Fixit with alternate expressions. You have popped and unpopped hands, different types of gripping hands for the Hulk. And these guys are dressed to the T. They look beautiful in their tuxes. They're all ready for formal, a night on the town, or as more often than not, it just kind of disintegrates into chaos and madness. But
You should have brought out your white tuxedo, Dwight. What happened there, man?
you know, it just doesn't fit anymore. It's, you know, good point. Good point. Matching bow ties, matching tuxes. We think this is an awesome pack from that, you know, represent that iconic cover. And we're really, really happy with this one. And we think you guys are going to enjoy this one as well.
Yeah, I think fans have been asking for a couple of years now for the patch Wolverine, but we wanted to do it as a 2-pack. We didn't want to put out patch first and not have the white tuxedo Joe Fixit. So now we have them both together at the same time. Let's take a look at the back of package here for the 4th amazing piece of art. You guys know this cover already, the inspiration for it, Wolverine number 8 with the arms crossed there. And so Phil Noto contributed to this one, so thank you to him for that. And again, all of these new arts that you see on the back of these packages will be coming out as future variant Marvel Comics covers. I know I'll be needing to track those down for the collection for sure. So that is the Wolverine 50th anniversary. It's all about Wolverine in the spring of 2024. We hope you guys love it. We loved brainstorming these items, coming up with the 2-packs, and you've got some things we maybe would never think to see, from Brood Wolverine to, you know, to characters that fans have been asking for a long time, from a bigger Sabretooth, Lilandra, and the like. What are you guys most excited about in this program?
I love Betsy. She's my favorite in this assortment by far. The bookends, man. It's like that Sabretooth is absolutely amazing too.
Yeah, that was my pick. Is like I wanted a beefier Sabretooth, and I really think when you stand him against all of our Wolverines, he's really going to stack up really impressively.
That's a good call. He's going to, be the Sabretooth of choice, I think, for a lot of fans. I'm really excited for the Lilandra, just because I know when Dwight and the team, we put out that alternate head with the Mystique. That was a fun Easter egg, and it's finally paying off. It is a new sculpt. It is not just the same head.
It is not the same head.
New head,
Not
and we've
the
got
same
the
head.
better photoreal printing for the comic book faces now. So that Lilandra figure, great articulation, and she just looks great. So we are excited for Wolverine 50th. As we transition to our next segment, we do have one more additional reveal that we think is going to go over pretty well. But before we get there, we don't want to just jump right into that. We are going to now turn to our third annual Marvel Legends team draft recap of the year. So to remind everyone how this amazing segment works is we take a look at every single figure that came out in the prior year, and there are 5 categories. We each have to build our starting 5, as it were, but you can pick them in any order. You just have to fill out those 5 by the end of it. And so the 5 categories, again, in no particular order, are comic-based figure is number 1. Our second category is MCU, but then I also expanded it to Disney Plus animation, but then I guess also the Sony animated Spider-Man movies are looped into there too.
So
that's a pretty big bucket. A lot of good choices there. The third category is multi-pack. So that is a set with more than one figure in it, because we do several of those a year. The fourth category is Build-A-Figure, classic category. I think there were 7 Build-A-Figures by my count this year, so we still have some choices to make there. And the fifth category is a wild card. So this can be anything that you want. You can double up on a category, on any category that you want. And so, for the first time, I think we do rock, paper, scissors one year with the gauntlets.
With the gauntlets, yep.
Yeah, so this year, I'm introducing a new concept. This is the Legends Draft Recap Draft Lottery. So Dan, please take that,
off your tongue.
That Magneto helmet in the back there. And so what I have here, I have 3 accessories in 3 different colors. I have these little hex effects. And so we are going to draw for draft order. So the person who gets the blue and yellow effect will get the number 1 pick. The orange effect will be the number 2 pick. And the pink effect will be the 3rd pick. And so we are going to use our Magneto helmet. Amazing item that came out this year. We had it at San Diego Comic-Con. Fans are loving it. This could be a wild card.
Could be a wild card. Just saying.
Don't take my Magneto helmet from me from my wild card. All right, so we're gonna shake these up. You can't see what's in it. You can't see what's in it. Dan,
No, we get
pick
Dwight.
first. Okay,
Dwight gets
first.
first pick.
Don't show it. Hold it in your hand.
All right, got it.
Okay. Dan gets the second pick.
If I can find one. Oh, yeah, I found one. Okay.
All right, don't look at it, and then I'm going to get the third one, and I'm not looking at the color. All right, so we shall reveal. What have we got?
Pink.
Oh, yellow and blue. So I'm number one.
Of course he is.
Completely random.
Yes. I'm number 2.
Dwight is.
Oh, no.
Dan is 2. Dwight is 3.
You got a good one.
So this is a snake draft. So
God.
Dwight is actually going to get 2 picks in a row. He gets picks number 3 and 4. So bright side.
He has to tell me this every year, folks, because that's how little I comprehend.
Every year. Okay. We heard the Transformers team did a draft as well, and so we're glad people are enjoying the drafting fun. So I am up first. I get to pick any item here. Oh, this is a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
lot
look
of
at this.
pressure.
He's like, hey guys, don't worry about it. I'm going to bring something to help you guys out. So he
cheat sheet.
printed this in quantum scale. So, old man eyes like me can't possibly read any of this. So if he picks what's on my phone, I'm like hosed. I'm totally hosed.
I'm going to definitely screw you.
All right. I am going to
First pick. There's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure. And I'm trying to game this because I'm not necessarily taking my favorite figure, but I'm not going to get to pick again until pick 6.
Okay.
So I have to be smart about this. So I am going to go with X97 Wolverine as my number 1 for my MCU.
First
Nope, I don't
pick?
have it.
First pick, because he's not going to make it back to me at 6.
That's a good one.
So that is my pick in the MCU/animation category.
Oh. Okay. Should I just pick Strife to mess with you?
That's rude.
Dan's pick.
No, all right. So for the second pick, I'm going to be strategic too. This is not necessarily my favorite figure of all time for this year, but
Okay.
for my MCU pick, I am picking the Green Goblin Deluxe figure.
nice. That's a good one.
That head sculpt, I love it. When I took my little brother to see that movie for the first time, the OG one, he cried because of William Dafoe and the Green Goblin. So I have a soft spot for that. Did I mess with your figure?
Maybe. All right, so I'm going to delete my want for my MCU, and I'm going to pivot to micro scale quantum friggin'. All right, strategery isn't my thing, so I'm just going to say what I want. And for my comics, I'm picking the Anniversary Black Widow, the Target exclusive. Our
one.
first
Good pick.
fully articulated
Good
female figure. She's got
Double.
all the accessories, all the blasters, all the weapons you'd possibly want. Alternate heads from 3 different types of eras, from classic to modern to ultimates. So Black Widow is my number 1 pick for the comic category.
All right, you got another one.
So I can just let the MCU sit because that won't help me at all since you guys have already picked.
Strategy. Look at
So
this.
I am going to pivot over to a multi-pack, which also doesn't help me with anything because these guys aren't going to pick it. But the Strife Zero Vertigo Random Pretty Boy multi-pack is it's amazing. It's got one of my greatest ex-villains of all time in Strife. Check. Awesome, amazing figure. It's got his teleporter in Zero. It's got Vertigo, who's very fashionable and very dizzying greens and whites, and random, because just random. And then lastly, you got Pretty Boy, and you guys know how much I love my Reavers. So that was my favorite multi-pack for the year.
Good picks. Black Widow is a good pick. That
Strife was also inspiration for the most epic PulseCon prop of all time 2 years ago with the custom Strife helmet.
Yeah.
When will we bring it back? That is one. All right, is it me?
Dan.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna. What was the word you used? Strategize?
Strategery.
Oh, I'm gonna pick. All right, I'm gonna go build a figure.
Okay.
All right, so build a
Run
figure.
on Build-A-Figures.
This was actually tough for me because I really love Amadeus Cho. I've been wanting to do an Amadeus Cho for a long time.
Are you not picking Amadeus Cho?
But I really love playing with Cosmo,
Whoa!
So I am actually picking
Curveball.
Cosmo as my Build-A-Figure. I have, shout out to my dog Ninja. I know she's not watching this, but I'm picking it to represent all the dog lovers out there, and Cosmo is my Build-A-Figure pick.
All right.
All right, so they are MCU. Okay, so it is to me to close out round 2. I am going to go. What am I going to do? I'm going to go comic, and I am going to go Blob.
Oh, I wanted Blob. Okay.
Because that is such an awesome figure. In much needed update, a lot of people maybe didn't have that Blob from the very early Hasbro days of Marvel Legends. It came out great. He's got 2 expressions. He's just such a hefty piece of plastic. I think he articulates fairly well for a Blob, and it's really fun to just put things in his hands, pizza slices or burritos or whatever accessories you have lying around. So I am going Blob for round 2, and then I get to go.
I protest that because
3.
that was too small for me to see.
What, you couldn't see those 4 letters on this?
I can't see
good.
anything
All right,
anymore.
so-
I need my bifocals need bifocals.
For the first pick in round 3, I've got comic and MCU. I can go Build-A-Figure or I can go multi-pack. I'm going to go multi-pack, and I am going to select the Deadpool and Hydra
Ooh,
Bob.
Good
San
pick.
Diego Comic-Con
Good pick.
Pulse exclusive.
Good
That was
pick.
such a fun item to work on. It actually started out as just a Deadpool chock full of accessories,
Yep.
but then we thought we need to up the game here and do another figure, and Hydra Bob was a figure that I think we just released a head to many years ago
Yeah.
with a scooter, with a Deadpool on a scooter, and yet there were Hydra troopers available on the Pulse, but we wanted to do an updated articulation body scheme, slightly different coloring. And so we put Hydra Bob in that, and I loved at Comic-Con. We did that meme of
Yeah.
of Deadpool with Hydra Bob and the female Hydra Soldier, so that was awesome. And we love the appropriately colored ninja weapons with Deadpool in those 4 notable colors, which was a fun twist. And so love that multi-pack. I'm done talking about it. On to Dan for his round 3 selection.
All right, for round 3, just because I think you guys are going to take it, I'm going to go comic, and I'm going to go Iron Man Mark 1. I'll be honest, when we were doing selections for the anniversary program, Iron Man Mark 1 wasn't on the top of my list, and I didn't know how it was going to articulate and things of that nature, but after it came out, it became like one of my favorite figures of the year. I always play around with it when I'm pretending to listen to Ryan in meetings and stuff like that. You know, I always play around with it all the time. So yeah, Iron Man Mark 1, love the articulation, and yeah, it came out really, really good, man.
Thank you. I was happy with that one too. Does that mean I'm up?
You're up.
All right. Do I do 2 in a row again?
Yes.
Oh wow! So I get to wrap. Do I wrap everything up here?
No, you'll have one more. So you've done comic and multi-pack.
Okay. All right. So my Build-A-Figure is going to be an odd one, but it was a character that I didn't really care about at all till I got it in my hands, and I'm like, this thing was a lot more fun than I thought it would be, and that was Puff Adder, one of the Serpent Society. It was just kind of one of those characters that all the parts went together really well. It was a very bizarre greenish blue mix of costume colors, and he was just a really imposing, massive figure when he was all fully assembled. So for whatever reason, Serpent Society Puff Adder wins for me as Build-A-Figure of the Year.
We both surprised each other.
Probably would have been there in round
I was-
6, but hey, you do you. Dwight.
Wow, look at his judgment there. Look at his shots. All right.
But then you get to pick again.
Little knife.
You get to pick in round 4 to start off round
Those
4.
shots.
All right, I am going to go for my wild card now, and I had a few for my wild card. I loved my Tracksuit Mafia. I love the Spider-Verse 2099, but for my Curveball Wild card, I'm going to go with the Moondragon and Drax 2-pack, because I thought that was a really fun fan cosmic offering. Never having the opportunity to do a Moondragon before.
I love her head sculpt.
Yeah,
I love
head
her
sculpt is absolutely beautiful, and doing the big giant version of Drax I thought was a lot of fun. So throw in something odd for me, because I'm not typically a cosmic guy, but I think that would be my wild card pick for the year.
All right. I think it's back to me then, or
Yep.
is it to you?
It's Dan.
All right, so I have multi-pack and wild card. Multi-pack. So I know Dwight won't be surprised, but the multi-pack that I'm going to pick is the VHS 2-pack of Doc Ock and Aunt May, because that Doc Ock, I probably bugged, Dwight and team almost every other week about Doc Ock. I love the armored look. That's like my mind's eye version of Doc Ock. I love the bendy wire tentacles, and I love that mushroom haircut that he has. There's something about him that I love playing with him, and that was one of my favorite figures of the year. So that is my 2-pack, the Hasbro Pulse, found still in Hasbro Pulse, I think. So yeah.
All right. On to me, right, for round 4, last pick in round 4. I'm going to do this now because they've already both taken a Build-A-Figure. My wild card is going to be Hawkeye and Sky Cycle, because that is an awesome Hawkeye figure, pinless everything. He's got some soft goods, so he can sit on the Sky Cycle. That Sky Cycle is an amazing design. It looks great. It reminds me so much of that Avengers arcade game, where Captain America and Hawkeye need to fly around on the Sky Cycles to go through the levels because Vision and Iron Man can fly, but they cannot. So that is an awesome, awesome item. We've been hard at work on it for many, many years, and it finally came out as part of the Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest 60th anniversary in 2023. So that is going to be my round 4. Hawkeye, as I make a note here. And then I get to start out round 5.
Final round, better
Final
make it
round,
good,
so
baby.
it has to be a Build-A-Figure. So what were the Build-A-Figures selected? We had Cosmo. Dan took Cosmo.
Puff
Dwight
Adder.
took Puff Adder. So I am going to go. Ooh, it's a toss-up here. For me, it's either Cassie
She was good.
or
Cassie was
Mindless
great.
One.
Mindless One.
And I don't know. I think I'm going to go Mindless One by a slight edge because
He's
it is
pandering to
technically
you fans.
it is
know.
technically a
I
troop
know.
builder. So
He wants to pick Cassie.
Fans want to take or have more than one Mindless One for their collections. They can do that, and that's a really fun wave. So I'm going to go Mindless One for my Build-A-Figure. And then it's over to Dwight for his final pick. Dwight, you still need, or actually Dwight can be a wild card. He's covered off everything.
All right. So for my final pick is something that's a little bit weirder as well. I found myself falling in love with little lopsided butt cheeks this year, and I'm picking Spot from Across the Spider-Verse. Because that's kind of a 2, actually, because it also has Miles coming out of his spots. So I'm going to go with Spot from the amazing Across the Spider-Verse movie, which was absolutely freaking awesome. The character Spot was amazing in it, from his derpy, dumpy beginnings to his kind of sinister end at the end of that film. And the character with his little off kilter butt cheeks and love handles kind of won me over. So I thought that was just a fun, weird character, and I'm picking Spot as my final, with Miles Spot accessories.
So sorry, I jumped the order because Dan should be after me.
No, it's all
I
good.
think that pick will still stay because on my sheet I've got R's and D's, but these guys are both D's, so Dwight is W on my sheet. Anyways, Dwight's last pick is Spot. That will stick, but it should have been Dan. But I don't think you were going to pick Spot because you
I
guys are in
was
different
not gonna
categories.
pick
Okay,
Spot,
so
but-
sorry. So for those auditors, challenging the legitimacy of our protocol here, but sorry.
I'm
Go ahead,
surprised.
Dan.
Wait, what are your picks again?
Butt cheeks, Widow, Puff Adder, Strife multi-pack, and Moon Dragon and Drax.
Wow. All right. So it actually helps me that you went ahead of me, because for my last pick, which is a wild card, I'm still kind of shocked and awed that I still got to pick him. But for my last pick, it's going to be the Amazing Spider-Man Marvel Legends figure in our No Way Home wave. I can't believe
right
you
there.
didn't pick him, man.
He's right
That
there.
was supposed to be
He's right there.
yours, Dwight. We were thinking.
That was kind of you guys to leave me that, but you take Blob because you make it too small. Whatever.
We rig the game always. Us marketers.
I'll print out a book, a multi-page book for you next year.
Appreciate
You
that.
should have seen him. He used his phone camera to zoom
Stop
in.
it. Stop it.
So
He
yeah.
was my last pick as well, but I decided to trump it with a wild card, I wild carded myself out with the
Amazing.
Spot.
So Amazing Spider-Man did not end up going to Dwight, which was That's a shock.
That's a shock. Wow.
I was thinking about the final swing Spider-Man with the bright blue, but instead I went with whoever I went with. I went with 97 Wolverine. I didn't want to go first pick. I didn't want to go first pick on that. That's why.
I got you.
All right, so we will get these images up on Hasbro Pulse Instagram. Let us know in the comments whose team you think won. Let us know what your favorite suggestions were in each of the 5 categories. We love to hear everyone's lists and see if we picked characters that the fans love too. But all the figures are great. We love them all this year. And thank you guys for another amazing 2023. We're going to ride this momentum into 2024. We've already revealed a bunch of 2024 items that will be coming out from the Marvel Studios series, Iron Man and Spider-Man. Iron Spider, we showed, what did we show? We showed 2 Captain America themed comic book retailer exclusives. We've got the X-Men 97 Wave 2. We've got the Wolverine 50th anniversary, 4 2-packs, 8 awesome figures. And as a special treat to thank you for sticking it out and watching and indulging us for that year-end draft, we have one more reveal for you X-Men fans. This one might go great atop Christmas trees in the future.
Heads up, baby. Eyes to the sky. We have a glorious Warren with fully articulated wings. So Warren here is done in his classic reds. I'm only going to talk about what's here because I know you like to hold things back sometimes. So Warren here comes with very posable wings. They flit up and down, back and forward. Each wing has 3 points of bending so that they can go outstretched fully or come to rest when he is standing on the ground. And we absolutely love this action figure. And it's been a very, very, very long time since he's seen one. So to have him here, he looks awesome. And like I said, his wings just fold right down to have him be able to land. And he is done on the Vulcan base, if I didn't say that, so you get an idea for the proportions and size of this body. And there you go. We've got a awesome, awesome Warren figure that we think you guys have been asking about for a long time. And, now we're going to be delivering him.
He might be in the next draft for me.
He might be. We're calling our shots early. He looks great whether you display him on a Hasbro Pulse dynamic flight stand there like we brought him out, or if you want to have him just standing there with the wings folded, just kind of along your team line up on the shelf. He looks great there, so the wings don't have to get in the way, but they look amazing. They're all new wings, sculpted. There's a lot of details on both sides with all the feathers. There's what appears to be some washing
Can we
put
put the images back up? Shout out to Matt Cohen again. He shot these, and I was blown away by the shots that he got. And he did a lot of the other shots that you saw throughout today's fan stream as well. So shout out to Matt. Really wanted to take some time to say thank you to everybody else on the greater team as well, whether it be the folks that are right now recording us right now on this fan stream. And it's been a crazy 2023, but guys, I'm so grateful to stand here with you guys. And again, we want to say that the Marvel Legends teams, it's like a big village. It takes up a lot of people, and we can't name every single one right now, but we personally just want to say thank you to the greater team, and thank you to all the fans that made 2023 very special for us. And yeah, man, I'm always happy to stand next to you.
Yeah, it's great seeing you. Great seeing up with you guys. I love this team.
This is an awesome team. As Dan said, it's a bunch of us here in Rhode Island. It's our overseas partners. It's our international regions. It's our friends at Marvel and Disney. You know, guys, we were able to have a successful Giant Man campaign that was down to the wire, but all's well that ends well. So we are thankful to the fans for another awesome year. We got Giant Man coming in 2024. So thank you to everyone. Thank you again to the Pulse team and the LFB team. They're just right off camera every year. We like to thank Greg, Kevin, Adam, and Evan on the socials, because through their work is how you guys get to see both the Marvel streams and also Transformers and Star Wars and all the streams and all the events. We look forward to hopefully another great year of conventions, and from San Diego in person to another virtual PulseCon every year. And yeah, we're just really thankful to you guys, and we hope everyone has a happy and healthy holiday season and New Year's, and we will make sure to catch up with you in 2024. And as one parting gift, we love to do this. We are going to do a tease and would love to hear your speculations in the comments.
I like speculation.
So Dwight,
speculate away on this
spin it around.
Energy, fire, otherworldly thing. Give it a look, give it a thought, let us know what you think it might be, and if you enjoyed what you saw today and you're enjoying Marvel Legends, hold on to your butts for next year and your wallets, people, because 2024 is going to be epic.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned to the Hasbro Pulse, as always, for the latest and greatest official, confirmed, not speculative Marvel Legends news and reveals, and we will catch you next time. Happy New Year, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Peace.